Bitch, who are you, Nina Williams? Oh, she got... Her ass is moving. This game had ass physics?
About a week ago, I had this weird itch to play a fighting game, but not just any fighting game. One where I could create my own character. And I wasn't looking for something like Smash Ultimate's Mii Fighter system, nor was I necessarily in the mood for any Soul Calibur games. Mortal Kombat Armageddon was close, but it wasn't exactly scratching that particular itch I had either. And just when I'd given up hope on finding that special something, that's when I found it. Fighter Maker 2 is a 3D fighter for the PS2 with a main focus on creating your fighters from the ground up. But this isn't some casual stroll in the park where you choose from a list of moves and kind of deck build your combos. Oh no. This is full-on theory crafting. Every single input, from movement to the attacks to even win poses at the end, are all animated and sequenced from scratch. I'm talking the hitboxes have to be assigned. You actually have to move your character and motions to make them move in game. It gets deep, but enough of the love for now. I know what most of you want me to mention, and I'll be getting to that at the end of the video. So without further ado, let's dive in.
Samuel.
From the jump, we gotta talk about this editor, man. It's so in-depth. And from the second you hop in, you've already got so much at your disposal. But I know this game is a bit of a learning curve, so I'm gonna break this down piece by piece so you get a better view of the bigger picture. The first thing you're gonna wanna do is head to the first player or second player character slot. From here, you'll wanna edit your body designs, which are your costumes, and your profile. We're gonna save the edit mode for later, so let's back out, head to data, and then save, either on the first or second slot. Saving is crucial in this game because the game does not autosave. If you do a bunch of animation and sequencing work but forget to save like I did, that work is gone, and trust me, you're gonna hate realizing it after. Now that you've saved your character, head back to the character slot and then to edit mode, because now we're getting into the good stuff. Starting with the bread and butter of every move, we've got the edit motion option. Here is where you do the actual animation portion of your character's moveset. You've got 3 stances in basic 1, 2, and 3. Then you've got hit, which goes over your attacks, throw, and win/loss, which are obvious. I'd advise when animating that you take your time and follow the manual, which I'll be getting to later as well, because this isn't a sprint, and you're going to want to make sure everything works as intended before moving on to the next portion of the process. Once you've got some animations you're happy with, it's time to get to sequencing. Here is where you'll be assigning hitboxes, damage values, knockbacks, and all sorts of other shit that makes your move entirely unique to your character. This part can be kind of tricky and has been tricky for me since I've started, so depending on how and where everything is placed, your attacks may not land successfully. Make sure your hitboxes and frames are properly aligned and matched because it's super crucial. Got your sequencing done and need to test something? Here's where we'll touch on the last part of the editor's main menu screen, test play. You've got access to all the stages in the game here, and this mode in particular also serves as the game's training mode, letting you have free reign on testing your character's capabilities. After you finish testing, it's kind of rinse and repeat from there. Taking care to save as frequently as possible, the animation, sequencing, and testing really is the bulk of the game's charm, but it isn't the whole of it. The true charm comes from actually using the character that you've built against other players, proving that your theory-crafted character is just as mechanically viable as you'd hoped.
But Samuel,
You're thinking,
this game is years old and nobody's playing this anymore.
well, not entirely, and it's with this point that I'd like to address the elephant in the room. Fighter Maker 2 has stolen a lot of animations from a lot of different games. The default characters that come with the game, each on their own, have a multitude of games and likenesses that they've taken from. Now, I don't want to shy away from this fact, as a lot of people's hard work has been yoinked and that's generally not cool. So why focus on that aspect at all? I have, in my mind, an idea. One that some people will fuck with and some people won't, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I've seen videos all over YouTube of creators uploading character or move showcases, and that got me thinking. What if we had a place where fans of Fighter Maker 2 could get together, show and exchange characters, tips, and ideas, but more importantly, actually use the characters they've been working so hard on? Enter the Fighter Maker 2 Fan Community Discord, hosted by yours truly. The Fighter Maker 2 Fan Community Discord is my first step into hopefully reviving or even forging a scene for this game. If Fighter Maker 2's base roster is riddled with copyright issues, let's ditch them. Why allow this game's legacy to be tainted by the mistakes of its devs when it could be hailed for the potential of its player base? There are 8 slots in that roster for custom characters, and I think with the combined efforts of a passionate community, we could make a new roster that all fans of Fighter Maker 2 could be proud of. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty based, but there is a lot of shit I don't stand for. I want this community to be healthy and inclusive for everyone. With that in mind, if you're looking to do something cringe or offensive, leave it at the door. That aside, the fan community would love to have you. This game is truly something special if given the proper love it deserves, and it's undoubtedly that shit I like. And if this video has inspired you to give this game a try at all, head on over to the Discord, as we've got ways to hook you up and get you playing as soon as possible. Anyway, I've got a blunt to smoke, and it's getting kinda late. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you later.
Hey yo, 1995, now he rocks, Suzuki Smooth, in the area, boy, come on, let's get it on, yeah 気分上げて真っ昼間の街へ足を運ぶ待ち合わせしてから行こうでも分かってるのさ行き先はもう